Hello guys, KaiZerZan here, back with another video. Apologies for the long break between videos. It's been a little bit of a resting period for me from Warships, and I'm finally back to give you guys some more YouTube videos. Alright, so for this match we're on Shards and we're in the Legendary Japanese Battleship, the Yamato. I'm in a division with a Conqueror and a Minotaur, and we're going to be fighting our way from the southern spawn just south of the Bravo cap here on Shards. Alright, so first things first here is I'm gonna make a hard right turn to get out of the open ocean here and get some island cover between me and the enemy team on the north of Bravo. That way we have some options to protect ourselves. And before we go any further, let's quickly take a look at the team roster there. A lot of divisions, Friesland, Shimakaze that we need to worry about, and then of course a Minotaur, Alaska, Roma, and then a lot of battleships. They do have one Yamato that we need to worry about, which can overmatch my bow, so that's always something to keep in mind. You never want to be exposed to a Yamato. That's going to end badly for you. Alright, so first things first here, like I said, we're making a dash towards the right here, get this large island in front of us before we go any further. Alright, let's try and position ourselves here. My division mate in the Conqueror is also positioning this way, so we have some island cover to protect us, while my division mate in the Minotaur is going to go try and cap B and hunt that destroyer that's over there. I believe my division mate is running a smoke build on his Minotaur and not a radar build, so yeah, let's hope for the best. Right, before we go any further than this, let's quickly take a look at the commander we're using on the Yamato. Is Takeo Takagi, inspired by Cunningham, and Scharnhorst, just a standard accuracy build to make these big 18-inch guns as accurate as possible. Alright, let's see what we can get up to here. Slowly seeing the enemy ships appear on the map there, as we also keep an eye on the mini-map, trying to identify which ship will be. Alright, we do get spotted there as we fire on the Roma, which is not the best of situations that we could find ourselves in. And my division mate in the Minotaur is taking a severe punishment, and somehow we managed to get a citadel on that Roma from across the map to get our first kill of the match there. And unfortunately my Minotaur division mate was being focus fired by so many different angles that there was no way for him to survive that, and unfortunately we lost our first ship on our team there. Very unfortunate incident. Alright, now we don't have any spotting to spot that destroyer. I presume it was a destroyer that was keeping the Minotaur spotted there, so we presume we have some company in front of us. We are spotted now, but we are keeping this island at this angle. As you can see, we are keeping this big island in front of us to protect us, but apparently the Champagne identified us from across the map, just as we identified the Roma. He is taking shots there. I think it was meant for the Conqueror and not me, but anyways, we do take some shots there at the Champagne, hoping to get the same result as with the Roma. Unfortunately, it appears we completely missed the Champagne there, as my division mate is starting to reverse and I'm getting out of his way, but the Champagne took another good shot there at me. And now we see the Champagne is slowing down, so presume he is going to start reversing anytime soon. So here we try to see if we can't. There he starts reversing, and luckily we clip him there with the Citadel. These big guns hit really hard. Citadel, and that finishes off the Champagne for our second kill of the match. Very, very nice. Alright, so now we do see a Conqueror there. We always want to get rid of a Conqueror when we can. That relentless high explosive shell damage that comes our way, the HE spam as it's known in the community, is very relentless from the Conqueror, and you want to be very careful. Alright, so now that's very important. We see torpedoes there flying right past us, so we presume the destroyer is pretty close. He's in the cap according to the mini-map there. Bravo is being capped, so we want to be very cautious here. Alright, as soon as we fire, we get spotted. We presume it's the Conqueror that's spotting us, as he has a direct line of sight on us and not the destroyer, so at least we have confirmation that the destroyer is still in the cap for the time being, as we get a very nice citadel there on the Conqueror and he starts turning out. Alright, my division mate in the Conqueror behind me is taking some severe damage, and that Richelieu is requesting support, but there's unfortunately nothing I can do for him there except try and kill this Conqueror or shoot anybody for that matter that's shooting him, but there's nothing I can do. As you can see, the shells flying right above us, and unfortunately we missed the Conqueror there, which is very unfortunate. But yeah, you can see the high explosive shell case traveling, the AP traveling through the air. We presume that's be the Minotaur. So we gotta be careful here not to overextend or not extend at all for that matter. We need to be very cautious, and there goes my division mate in the Conqueror. Now I'm all alone on south of Bravo, and there's a destroyer in the cap. He just finished capping, so okay, so we do know the Friesland is there on the left. So that tells me it's the Shimakaze that's capping, and here is the little bugger, the Shimakaze. Very, very dangerous destroyer to face when you're in a battleship. A lot of hard-hitting torpedoes. If I'm not mistaken, it is the hardest hitting torpedoes at Legendary tier currently, and yeah, you do not want to get hit by one of the 15 torpedoes that the destroyer can pump out. It's disgusting. So we want to kill that destroyer as soon as possible, and here I am creeping a little forward in case he swapped out torpedoes on the left side of his ship towards me, just so it'll cut him off there. Right, so we do take a shot there. Luckily our shells cleared the island. He's turning out perfectly. Our shells clip him there. Unfortunately, only one shell, I believe, hit the destroyer there, which is very unfortunate. But yeah, it is what it is, and we have to make the best of a sticky situation. But luckily, the lightning got rid of the Shimakaze there, which is very, very, very good for us. So the enemy team only has the Friesland left, and we know the Friesland does not have torpedoes, so we don't have to worry about that. Alright, so it's a Friesland, Alaska, Yamato, and a Grosser Kurfürst left, and luckily the Minotaur also got taken out there. So, since I realized here, when after looking at the team roster there, the enemy teammates that are left, and we decide we are going to push here straight into the Bravo cap, but on the left side of this big island, as to protect our broadside from the Conqueror. The Grosser Kurfürst, that's still out there. We do not want to take any chances, and also the Alaska can slap us really hard if he gets a nice shot into our broadside. Alright, so here we get plane spotted. As we can see on the minimap there, it's a plane just on the northern side of the Bravo cap, so we presume that's the battleship putting up that plane. So we presume that we are being tracked. Oh, it's a Yamato. Okay, beautiful. So yeah, to be very cautious here. Yamato can definitely do insane amounts of damage to us if we are presenting a broadside angle. Here I am checking the direction of the turrets, the direction that the turrets are pointing at, so we can identify if the Yamato is looking at us, waiting for us to peek the corner, or if we can peek the corner and get a surprise salvo into the Yamato there. Alright, so we are located. We presume that's the Friesland, but there's a battleship on my left that's entering the cap, so I know that Friesland is not on my left. But I'm not worried about the Friesland anymore, because to be honest, without torpedoes it's not that big of a threat, and we get the first punch there into the Yamato's broadside. And we are... the enemy... our friendly lightning over there is requesting support for us to hit the Alaska, which I completely understand. But unfortunately I cannot help him. This island is in the way. I hope that the player recognized the fact that I'm too close to the island to lob shells over to the Alaska, otherwise I would definitely want to help him get rid of that radar cruiser, as it's a very important ship to get rid of, but unfortunately I can't do anything and I have to kill this Yamato first. So that's some pretty nice shell grouping, and Yamato's angled there. We punch into his broadside, and it's a beautiful citadel for our third kill of the match there. Alright, now we do see on the minimap there that the Friesland is chasing our lightning, which is very, very bad for the lightning. So here I am pushing ahead at full speed, hoping to get some shots at the Alaska or either the Friesland to help save our lightning friend there. But yeah, it was a shame that I couldn't help him earlier, but hopefully when I push around this corner I'll be able to help him as we take a nice shot there into the Grosser Kurfürst to reset him. And there's the Alaska shooting the battleship right behind me. We do take our rear gun and point it at him, so we know it's only a Friesland, an Alaskan, and Grosser Kurfürst left that we have to deal with. Alright, so the Friesland pops up, and we would very much like to get rid of the Friesland, but shooting a destroyer at 11 kilometers is a risky procedure, and I'd rather get rid of the radar cruiser first. But now that I think of it, might as well just taken the shot at the Friesland there. It's a 50-50 shot whether you can hit him or not, depending on if he's swerving in and out. There we get the Confederate medal, very nice, and unfortunately we lost our lightning. And then we take a pot shot there at the Friesland through that little gap between the top part of the mountain, and hopefully we can land a shot there in the Friesland.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
But like I said, I'm not the best at hitting a destroyer from long range. Here we are prioritizing the Alaska. It seems as if the Alaska is healing. So he was really low health there, and now he's slowly creeping up with hit points. Alright, so now we are plane spotted, but that's okay. Alaska seems to be preoccupied with shooting something else, another teammate of ours, so the Alaska will come out broadside here, and there's nothing we could ask for more than a broadside Alaska, and we do finish off the Alaska there. Alright, full speed ahead, so we know the Friesland is still out there behind that island somewhere. But now this is a full health Grosser Kurfürst that we need to deal with, and this is going to be a tricky one. Alright. Grosser Kurfürst is a very tanky ship, and you won't citadel the Grosser Kurfürst very likely at waterline level there, so that's why I aimed up a little bit to hit the top part of the sideboard armor there. The armor on the sides there to hopefully get some more penetrations. Alright. Now we just have to wait for this Grosser Kurfürst to push into this gap. Apparently his turrets are pointing at another target. Ooh, nice shell grouping there. And we punch him there for a solid 25,000 damage there. Very nice. And our teammate also hit him there for a very nice shot there. Our secondaries are starting to open up on the Grosser Kurfürst, and so is his on us. So we need to be very careful here. Here I'm on 4 kills, and I realize, okay, now the Kraken hunt is on. We've got a very good chance of killing either the Friesland or the Grosser Kurfürst, but looking on the minimap here, I just realized that the Friesland is rushing one of our cruisers, so I presume the Friesland will go down pretty soon. And yes, I look over and the Friesland is low health, so it's going to be a tricky thing to get rid of the Friesland, and unfortunately the Friesland goes down, and of course it's the Minotaur that gets him, which is very good for the Minotaur. Minotaur was built to kill destroyers. So here I am pushing out, and hopefully my front guns will have enough damage. Here I aim for the middle of the freeboard at the back of the ship, and boom! We managed to finish off the Grosser Kurfürst there with a very nice salvo for our Kraken Unleashed, bringing us to the end of this match on Shards. Alright, let's quickly take a look at what we managed to pull off here. 195,000 damage with the Confederate First Blood High Caliber, and of course a Kraken Unleashed medal, and a base XP of 3,177 for a great game in the Yamato. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button, and if you want to see more videos like this, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Auf Wiedersehen.